തിളങ്ങണമെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യം സൂര്യനെ പോലെ എരിയണം. Today we will discuss about current affairs 28th April 2020. First topic is importance of 28th April. First one is 1916 P.G. Tilak founded Indian Home Rule League. Second one is World Day for Safety and Health at Work. First one is Bal Gangadhar Tilak founded the first Home Rule League at the Bombay Provincial Congress at Belgaum in April 1960. Then after this, Annie Besant founded second league at Adyar, Madras in September 1916. Founders Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Geographic scope British India. Second one is World Day for Safety and Health at Work. It's an United Nations International Day that is celebrated every 28th April. The day aims to promote safe, healthy and decent work. It has been observed by the International Labour Organization ILO since 2003. World Day for Safety and Health at Work. The day is concerned about safe work and awareness of the dimension and consequence of work-related accidents and diseases. It aims to place occupational safety and health on the international and national agendas. It also aims to provide support to national effort for the improvement of national OSH system and program which are in the line with relevant international labor standards. National occupational safety and health culture is one in which the right to serve and healthy working environment is represented at the level where governments, employees or workers actively participate in securing a safe and healthy working environment through a system of defined right, responsibility and duties. History of this day. The first World Day is Safety and Health at Work was observed on 28 April 2003. The day was observed to advance the opportunity for people to obtain decent and productive work in conditions of freedom, equity, security and human dignity. Next, International Labour Organization. ILO was formed in 1919. It became the United Nations first specialized agency in 1946. ILO has 187 members. It aims to bring together governments, employees and workers to set labor standard, devise programs and develop policies to promote decent work for all women and men. ILO promote right at work, enhance social protection, encourage decent employment opportunities and strengthen dialogue on work-related issues. Next, why news is the Digital India program, which is to transform India into the digitally empowered society and knowledge economy, faceless, paperless, cashless. This is a news for today. Why is it important for in our purpose? Union Minister of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Narendra Singh Tamur issued guidelines regarding the SVA-MI-TVA scheme, a new initiative of the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. He also released a standard operating procedure regarding e-Gram Swaraj. The aim of the program is to provide rural people with the right to document their residential properties so that they can use their property for economic purpose. SVA-MI-TVA scheme. The scheme is collaborative effort of the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, State Panchayati Raj Department, State Revenue Department and Survey of India. The scheme aims to help the streamlining planning and revenue collection in rural areas and ensuring clarity on proprietary rights. It will help in resolving property related disputes. The scheme will enable the creation of better quality Gram Panchayat development plans, leveraging the map created under this program. It also aims to provide an integrated property validation solution for rural India, engaging the latest drone surveying technology for democrating the inhabitant land in rural area. The program is being implemented in 6 states, namely Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Under this scheme, mapping of rural housing and land can be done using the latest survey method and drones. SOP of eGram Swaraj. SOP of eGram Swaraj will ensure that the fund given to Panchayat are not misused and transparency can be maintained in its use. The process will help in establishing a strong financial system by integrating the PRIASOFT and PFMF, the payment portal of Ministry of Panchayat Raj. It aims to bring is better transparency and strengthening of the e-governance in Panchayat Raj institutions. Across the country, the decentralized planning, progress reporting and work-based accounting, it will be also assisted the enhancing the credibility of Panchayat would induce greater devolution of the fund to PRIS. eGram Swaraj provide a platform for effective monitoring by higher authorities. It will be a single platform for all planning and accounting needs of the Panchayat. Also, the online payment module is one of its kind whereby Gram Panchayat are carrying out of online payment to the vendors and service providers. The main objective of introducing such a module is to have a sound financial management system in the Panchayat, leading to the greater credibility and image. These measures are in line with the Digital India programs, which is to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy, faceless, paperless and cashless. Next, why is using US President Donald Trump nominated senior Indian American diplomat Manisha Singh as America's next envoy to the OECD. President of United States Donald Trump nominated senior Indian American diplomat Manisha Singh as America's next envoy to Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Who is Manish Singh? Manish Singh is currently serving as Assistant Secretary of State for Economic and Business Affairs at the State Department. Prior to that, she served as an acting Under Secretary of Economic Growth, Energy and Environment, as a Deputy Assistant Secretary in the Bureau of Economics, Energy and Business Affairs at the State Department. The 49 years of old has also served the Deputy Chief Counsel to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Singh served the Senior Fellow of International Economic Affairs at the American Foreign Policy Council. She was also a term member of Council on Foreign Relations. Manisha Singh earned an LLM in International Legal Studies from the American University Washington College of Law. She received her BA from the University of Miami. She has also studied at the University of Leiden Law School of Netherlands. While using, the scientist stated that the closing of hole is because of the polar vortex high altitude current that also responsible for bringing cold air to polar region. Scientists from Copernicus European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast reported the largest hole in the onshore layer spreading over 1 million square kilometers above the Arctic has close to unusual atmospheric condition. It is ozone hole. The hole is ozone was first identified by scientists in March 2020. The development of hole was conferred by Copernicus Climate Change Services and Copernicus Atmospheric Monitoring Services by the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast. Such holes in the ozone layer are quite common above the Antarctic and South Pole, especially during July to September, but the ozone layer hole above the Arctic at this time was unusual. The scientists stated that the closing of the hole has nothing to do with the reduction in level of pollution among lockdown, but is because of the polar vortex, high altitude current that are responsible for bringing cold air to polar region. Copernicus Climate Change. Copernicus Climate Change Service is the European Union's climate monitoring services. C3S are vital to study and monitor climate change adaptation. It provides climate and climate change information and knowledge by means of accessible, timely, reliable, and user-oriented product. This is a picture for this ozone hole. Thank you. Think before you speak, read before you think. Prepared by Jay Kotanes, Eon Study Circle. If you join our study group or social media, Facebook, Eon Study Circle, WhatsApp 9846024053, Telegram, Eon Study Circle, YouTube channel, Eon Study Circle. Thank you.